with Jemminz. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. All right, we have some really exciting things going on in our studio today. I had talked with a customer over the weekend at our vendor show, and she was super excited about me bringing out the essential oils in our product line. She says, I'm so excited. I've been looking for them and I can't find them anywhere. And I'm like, you got me. I got them here. So she's like, I'd rather get them by a local vendor and support here than to go out and get them online because they're really expensive. And I do have my oils a little bit lower than most people do. Not a lot, but some, only because of the cost that I incur when I make my soap. So I'm able to drop my prices down a little bit. I'm a bargain hunter, and I'm going to do everything I can to try and get my product as low as possible without compromising quality. And that's what's important here. But some of these deals just sometimes drop in my lap and I take advantage of them and I actually get them. So today we are doing lemongrass, which I'm super excited about. And we are also going to do another one that's not going to be an essential oil, but it will be a fragrance oil of dragon's blood. And I'll talk about dragon's blood here in a minute. I'm going to pour the essential oil in here. I got to make some bath bombs and stuff with it too. And I have 2 jars of it and I'm super excited to bring it out. And another question that somebody asked me, oh, it smells so good in here with that lemongrass. It smells so wonderful and I'm allergic to it, so I have to be really careful with it. I don't want to break out in hives. But anyway, somebody asked me at the vendor show, do you use doTERRA or Young Living in my soaps? And the answer to that is no. Flat out no. It's not that I don't like their oils. I absolutely love their oils, but their oils are really expensive to use. And so then the next question I was asked was, in your essential oil line, do you, what is your grade of your essential oils? And I said, well, the therapeutic grade, which they are, and they're high quality. A lot of the oils that I get are from different companies. Now, I don't want to really go into it and talk about Young Living or doTERRA. There's a ton of information out there. You can go and look them up. So I'm not going to really go into it. But aromatherapists have opportunities to get oils from really good manufacturers. And I have found a manufacturer that I'm able to get my costs of my oils at a fairly low price. So I'm getting oils from the manufacturers directly. I am not a sales rep. I don't sell those types of products. I sell my own line of essential oils because of the way I get my oils. And that's the difference between a sales rep and a non-sales rep. I'm not a sales rep for any oil company, so I can find the lowest costs of my oils because I am a certified aromatherapist. So that's really cool. The other thing that I have to tell you is, in my aromatherapy, and I talk about this in a video that's up and coming, if not, I'll sit down and elaborate on it a little bit. My oils, because I am trained in aromatherapy and I'm not a sales rep, these companies only give their training so much. Now, I was a rep for both companies, both Young Living and doTERRA, and I walked away from both of them. After spending time with both of the companies, and I'm not going to trash either one of the companies because they're fabulous. Don't get me wrong. They're fabulous 100%. And they're great for just simple household stuff. You know, lavender's great. You know, they'll sell you lavender or lemon, and those are 2 great, really good healers for the body. But an aromatherapist goes into it a little step further. We're taught even deeper uses of those essential oils, and we are also taught how to properly use them. Now, do these sales companies do that? Young Living and doTERRA actually do, which is amazing and surprising, but not fully. An aromatherapist goes into deeper. We learn how to formalize the same formulas that these companies are doing. So when you buy from a rep, your cost of your oils is going to be a lot higher than an aromatherapist because there's no middleman. In other words, doTERRA has to pay their reps a commission. I don't make a commission on my oils. I make a commission based on my sales. So I don't have to pay anybody out, which allows me to lower my costs. So by purchasing your essential oil stuff through me and not through any of these other essential oil companies, or I shouldn't say essential oil. Well, yeah, essential oil companies. MLMs. Let's put it that way. Young Living, doTERRA. There's like 2 other ones that are on the market right now, and some aromatherapist that's gone into some big thing. Also, she's decided to create her own line, and now she's got sales reps, and that she's trying to build basically a doTERRA type company or a Young Living type company. So, you know, and she's been in the business, I don't know how long, but anyway, so be careful with some of these companies and be careful of what their claims are, because aromatherapists can get their oils from some of these same places that they get their oils from. So, you know, and I'm able to give you a lower cost on some of those. And that's why my prices aren't normally, if I was to buy and I'll give you an example just for instance, if I was to make this soap and I was to use doTERRA's essential oils, I'd probably have to charge you about $20 to $30 a bar. I don't have a bar in front of me, but you know, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to pay $30 for a bar of soap when I can buy it for, you know, $9 from a true aromatherapist like I am. So there's my cost actually doubles when I do that, because I can't get it at wholesale prices. I can't get it at manufactured prices. I get mine directly from the distributors and just directly from the manufacturers. So there's no middleman. That's why my costs are lower. And so just be aware of that when you're purchasing. Now, is there anything wrong with purchasing from these companies? Absolutely not. I love doTERRA and I love Young Living both. I've used both companies and I love their oils, both of them. doTERRA, your oils they get their oils from places where the original plants grew and are native to, and it makes them a much better pure oil. I get my oils from a lot of those same distributing companies out there. So, you know, it's a takeoff. Young Living does grow a lot of their stuff in the US, which changes the chemical properties just slightly. But they're both really good companies, and I have nothing but positive for both companies, except for the fact that they're an MLM and they're a middleman. There's a lot of middlemen in the middle of it. So just be aware of that when you're purchasing them. But if you're used to using doTERRA or Young Living, then continue doing it, because they're really good companies. And like I said, I don't want to trash them. But anyway, back to aromatherapy. So anyway, we are going to do 2 soaps today. The Dragon's Blood and the Lemongrass. So let's get to the Lemongrass. I'm going to turn this down and go watch my video on aromatherapy coming out. If it's not out already, I'll try and get it up this next week, and because I do talk a lot about this. So there you go. All right. Oh, soap time. Done. Off my soapbox. All right. So we have 2 soaps here. Can't quite get the angle today. I'm going to pop my camera back in, because when I turned it down, it tried to pop itself back out. So there we go. All right. So we're going to move this out of the way because I heated up my oils earlier. We're going to go to this container here. This has our oils and butters already melted down and cooled down. I cool my oils down to around 75 degrees. I do my oils under 30 degrees. So that's where you're going there. Okay, so let me grab in a little one, because we're only going to swirl this a little bit here in a little bit. So let's put, oops, I'm a little backwards here. Hold on. I put my soap ingredient bucket back under, and my mixer got mixed up. Okay, so there we go. So we're just going to zhuzh this up a little bit. Get that going. We're going to dump in my lye water. Now, I'm not wearing gloves. I don't wear gloves. I can't wear gloves. I am allergic, and I've talked about this in my videos in the past. So my hands are deeply cleaned. And I do make sure that my hands are clean. So there you go. Okay, so we've dripped the majority of that in there. We're going to get that out of the way. Boom, done. Okay, so one of the things I do like to add into my soaps is kale and clay, but with the essential oil, I'm not doing that. There we go. This is looking really good. This is a really good soap. It's all mixed. It's all there. So we're going to add in our lemongrass, being very careful not to spill it in my hands, because like I said, I am allergic tip that to the side real fast and grab myself a little spatula. Get the rest of that goodness out of there. Oh, this essential oil is so good. I love where I get my oils from. These guys are such a good company, and I'm not going to give you that. Somebody's going to ask me this, so I'm just going to stay up straight. I'm not going to give you that information because it is proprietary. But we're going to zhuzh this around. I'm going to mix that in. All right. So we're going to take that down. I'm going to set this underneath for a second. And I'm going to cool this off. Now, because these are essential oils, I don't want to get them mixed up, so I'm going to go rinse this off so we don't contaminate. And then I'll come back and we'll do the second soap. All right, so I am going to do a light swirl in the center with this one. I decided when I did the bar the last time that I was going to do, that I was only going to do a little bit of the white center, but I wanted to make this mostly green because it's lemongrass and it's beautiful. Where is my scooper? Disappeared on my desk. So we're just going to add a little bit of this and cap that out. And if you're interested in the color I'm using, it's called Baby Grasshopper from Crafter's Choice. There you go. If you're watching this and you want to make this soap or make another one, there's my nail that was on the floor I was looking for earlier. All right, so we're going to swirl this in really quick. I found with working with lemongrass essential oil, you don't have to rush this. This oil works perfectly, and I never have an issue with it. Oh my God, this smells so good in here. And I'm going to leave this soap natural, so I'm not going to color this other bin. I'm going to leave it just like this because it has a little bit of the tint of the essential oil in it. So we're going to now pour this in. I just had to separate it out. There's a drop of something in there. All right, so we got that out. Okay, put that in there. Come back with this. Pour this into our mold. And that's all there is to it. This soap is very easy to make. I actually love making my lemongrass and my essential oil soaps. I like to keep them all pure and natural. I'm not adding hemp seed. I'm not adding anything that's not unnatural in here. So in my soap, there's castor oil, olive oil, is the too soft, and the butters are cocoa butter, shea butter, mango butter, which are really good for your skin. So the soap's a little bit on the moisturizing, but most of it's a good cleanser too. And then I have coconut oil, obviously, and then sustainable palm oil. And somebody asked me, hey, I am allergic to coconut oil. Can you make me a soap? And so I did. I sent a tester off to a friend, and I haven't heard back from her. So I'm hoping she liked the soap. And if she likes the soap, that soap will be coming online, and I will be doing it will be a special order only. So in other words, you'll have to request it. You're not going to be able to, it'll be on my website, but it'll be a special order type of a thing. I'm not going to have bars available to just readily. Your bars will be handmade at the time of your orders. Is that what I mean by special order? All right, so that's in there. I'll move that out of the way. I have a big bucket here behind me. Boom, done. All right, see? All right, so let's swirl this in now. And we'll get really pretty swirls in here. Oh, this is a gorgeous soap. I love it already. I actually like this better than the other way I did it. The other way I did it, this is kind of opposite of the way I did the other one. My other one, I put in the white first and then added the green, but I think I like this green better. It represents the essential oil better. I'm sorry, you guys. We have smoke in our area from the wildfires. We're right not too far away from some of the wildfires that are going on. and that smoke is coming in, and today I'm having a struggle with my lungs. So my asthma has kicked in really bad, and it's really hard for me to breathe, so I apologize. All right, so let me find my stick, which is probably behind me in my bucket that I didn't bring down earlier. I don't know what I did with it, but we'll just use this one. It's my other stick. I got 2 sticks that I use. What did I do with that stick? Oh, I bet it's over there. Oh, nope, it's not. All right, well, we'll just use this one. We'll use the red one. And all we're going to do is swirl it in. I hope you can see this. This soap is really pretty. Turn it around. Now this is going to have a light swirl of the white in it, so don't be afraid of it. All right, we'll have to keep that out. I'll have to wash it off really good so we don't contaminate. Just so you guys know, I have made the Dragon's Blood soap. Literally, it sells out at every of my shows, so if you want it, you definitely go and get it. It's one of my favorites. It smells so good. It's good for men or women, both. I'll throw that in there. All right, so we're going to put this aside and let it sit for a second. Maybe not. Where's my... today. Goodness, I have to go through and find all of my tools. All right, so, oh yeah, here we go. So we're going to swirl this over. We have a new swirl technique I'm doing, and I absolutely love this technique. It's better. My soaps are turning out much better. I was swirling down the side, and I thought, you know what? So many people are doing it. I'm going to do it on the side here. Or down the center, excuse me. Okay, let's build this up one more time. It looks like lemongrass across the top. I should just leave it like this. I was thinking about putting lemongrass across the top. However, lemongrass is really a hard grass. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I think I like that. Let's do it one more time just to make sure it gets a nice little stack there. It looks like little blades of lemongrass, so we'll do that. Gets laying out on the field after they cut it. Coming to your home very fresh. All right, so we're going to leave that way. We'll throw that down in there. I'll find another one. All right, so there is our lemongrass soap. I'll see if I can tip it up a little bit without really spilling it over. It is a little bit on the soft side, so there you go. Here, I'll turn it this way that we can see it. There you go. Now you can see it. Oops, it started to shift, so we don't want to do that. All right, so there's our lemongrass soap. So I'm going to put this on the rack to let it dry overnight because it does need to sit and do nothing. All right. All right, so that'll sit for 24 hours and then I'll cut it. Although with this new recipe, I found that it's cutting itself down quicker. So, oh, excuse me. All right, I'm going to take a break and then I'll pop back on and we'll do a second soap. I'm going to go wash my stuff off. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. That didn't take too long, just a couple minutes. And we've got our Dragon's Blood. Now, as you can see, Dragon's Blood oil is very, very dark, and this is a natural color for it. So we're going to have a really beautiful soap. So I don't really need to color it pretty much, but what I am going to do is I'm going to shake my titanium dioxide up, and we're going to use this in the next one because I want a little bit of a lighter streak in it this time than I did the last time. The last one worked out perfectly, but I really want to have a really light stripe. So we're going to put some titanium dioxide in this one. And this is my olive oil, and it's sealed on me. Okay, I guess I'm not going to do that because I can't get see if I can break the seal on it. Nope, it doesn't want to budge. All right, so I will run that under some hot water later and we'll get that out. So it's no big deal. No harm, no foul. But we will still add in a little bit of this really pretty mixture of mica that I put together for this purpose, and we will turn this oil into a different color oil. All right, so I'm going to turn this down so you guys can see this. There you go. Oh, all right, so let's get this hooked back up again. My blender, since we're going to be doing a second soap. And I ended up with a new blender, yay, because my other one just went kaput. All right, making sure it's working. So we're going to very carefully put this in there. And notice how I'm pouring a little bit on the slow side because I don't want it to splash up on me. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for just a second while I put this in my big bucket down below there. Perfect. Now, because I'm going to do, I'm almost tempted to leave it like this. Nah, let's do this. I'm going to pour, it looks like this is really mixed up. Let me do it. Alright, now this little stripe's not going to have the essential oil in it, so we're just going to, or not essential oil. Well, the Dragon's Blood is made with a mixture of essential oils and regular oils. It's a fragrance blend from another company that uses both, so it's really nice. This is thickening up really thick, and I'm not quite sure why it's going this way. So we are going to not mix it with the, once I put the essential oil in, it'll break itself back down again, but it's kind of setting up a little faster than it normally does. I'm not quite sure why. That's weird. All right, so we're going to put that down there because I don't need it anymore. We're going to add the Dragon's Blood in here. Yes, I am breathing hard. I am sorry, you guys. My asthma has just kicked in today, and I just have no recourse. I've already tried to take something, but that didn't sound good. But unfortunately, didn't do it. And you can see the Dragon's Blood has a little bit of a red tint to it, and that's normal for the Dragon's Blood, so. Oh, and it smells so fabulous. All right, so let me break this down. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of red, reddish brown. That's normal. So that's this. And see, it's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? And it smells, oh, I love this. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to make a little bit of this coloring. Just give it, I'm almost tempted to leave it, but we won't. Put just a little bit of light coloring in this. Put that aside. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Just a little bit of a light streak. I didn't want a dark one. See, they're just slightly off. It's actually probably a little bit too much. I think I wanted to go a little bit lighter, but I think we'll be okay. I can get that jar open. I can, you know what? I think I know. I'm going to do something I normally don't do, and I don't recommend doing this, but because I have a whisk, I can. I haven't used this for anything. I'm just going to add a little bit of whitening to that to lighten that up. Just a little bit. It'll react. It'll go a little bit lighter, but not too much, and that's what I don't want is a whole lot of coloring. But we want to make sure it's mixed up really, really well. Okay, that looks like it's lightened up just a little bit. Can you see that? Just a little bit. We don't want it very dark. All right, so let me put this aside. Get that out of my way. Pour this in. And I need a bigger spatula. Oh, we'll go to my other spatula here. Clean one. All right. Nothing in there. It's just a little piece of dust. Got that out of there. All right, so we're going to pour this Dragon's Blood in. Oh, look at that consistency. Isn't that beautiful? Did you see that pour in there? Oh, wow. That was just gorgeous. Looks like chocolate. But it's not chocolate, so don't eat it. This is definitely soap, but that was a beautiful soap. Holy crap. I noticed this new recipe of soap. My soap set up a little bit faster than normal, which is really good. I like that. It just makes it easier for me to work with them. Okay, so we're gonna, oops, streak as much of this out. I'm sorry, I'm not at the camera here. I turned away. All I'm doing is scraping the bowl here and getting it in there. That is one beautiful piece of soap. And everybody's like, oh, do you have chocolate? And I was like, no, I don't work with chocolate. Actually, I don't have any soap that has chocolate in it, honestly. I tried to work with, I had a soap that had chocolate in it, and I tried to work with it, and it just did not. It completely failed on me. So I don't use chocolate anymore in my soaps. It just doesn't work for me. So, all right, so let's dish this down. All right, so that makes sure everything's in the crannies. Just lay that on the side there. I can wash my thing up. And as you can see, this lightened up a little bit. It's going to have a little bit of streak in it, but I'm not worried about it. So I'll just lay this here. Oh, it's going to kind of sort of lay itself on top, which is exactly what I don't want to do. So we will swirl that down really good. Get the rest of that out. Yeah, that soap set up really quick with that dragon's blood, which it doesn't normally do. So I'm not quite sure why it did that. Get some white streaks in there from the other. I think that's good enough for me. All right, we'll throw that in there. All right, where'd my swirly swirl go? Boop, boop. Where'd it go? Okay, we're gonna clean that up real quick. What did I do with that? Did I just spill soap on me? All right. Don't know where my swirly thing went. I just had it in my hands. Okay, my swirly thing disappeared on me. Where did you go? I think I took it out with me to the kitchen. I'll be right back. Aha! Success! We found it. All right, so let's swirl this in. And this is really stiffened up down there. So I have really cool this soap, which is totally okay. As you can see, underneath it really thickened up. So I'm just going to do that. And we're going to let that sit, and then we'll do our top. That's a cleanup here. We're going to put this down below, let that sit for a second, and we'll do a cleanup here of all my stuff. We'll throw that down in there. Dragon's blood also doesn't have anything on top. I like to leave it plain and simple, so that I can actually work on it. And here again, I need a spoon, which I did not bring in with me again. That's okay, I got tons of them in my bucket here. We'll just use this one today. And then I do have my swirly thing, so we will definitely use that. All right, so let's see if we can get this to swirl itself up. It should. Well, maybe not. Oh, it's going to be stubborn today. Look at that. All right. I think what I may have to do, it smells fabulous in here. Because this is so, it's like got two consistencies in here. It's like the dragon's blood thickened up my soap more than it's supposed to. So I think what I will do, yeah, it's coming along. It's kind of stricken up a little bit. Not a lot, but enough for me to be able to do what I need to do. And if it's going to be too soft, it's okay. Not much I can do. All right, it's just not going to work for me. This may end up being a really ugly soap. Let's see what we can do here. No, it's not going to do anything. So I'm just going to take it down, and we'll just swirl the top here. Kind of take it down a little bit. And we'll just swirl. Yeah, it doesn't want to do what it wants to do. It's just this soap, for whatever reason, is just going to do what it's going to do. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to add a little bit of mica on the top. Maybe not. I think I'm just going to let this sit, and then we'll do a top on it. There's the soap right there. It's pretty thick. It's not going anywhere. But the top, the second layer that I went to put in, it's really super soft. The dragon's blood did accelerate the soap just slightly. And I was not aware of that. It's never done that to me before. So we're just going to let this one sit a little bit, and then maybe what I'll have to do is add something to the top of this, which I don't really want to do. I like to keep them all natural. So let me see if I can do something with my stick. See if I can make some peaks or something. Just something for my top. Okay, there it goes. A little bit. I drag it up. Yeah, there it goes. It's dragging up. Dragging up, get it? Ha ha! Little dragons. Well, this is called dragon's blood, so let's see if we can do some. I don't know. We'll make it peaky. Peaky. We'll just leave it peaky for people. There it goes. It's all right. I just dug down in and dug up some more for it. It's starting to stay. Woohoo. All right, so I think we got it. All right, I think that's good enough. What do you think? I think it'll be good. All right, so there we go. There's a dragon's blood soap. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can turn it around here so you guys can see it. There you go. If I move it or tip it or anything, it's going to collapse. As you can see, this side's already collapsing a little bit down there. See, it's soft, where this is a little bit stiffer. So we're just going to leave this the way it is because it looks fine. And we will cut it tomorrow, and I will show you what that looks like. Now, the dragon's blood is a fragrance oil mix of essential oils and fragrance oils, so you're getting kind of the benefit of both in this one. And the dragon's blood smell is freaking amazing. Like I said, every time I make this bar like once a week. It sells out almost every time I put it in. So I'm gonna just take this down is what I'm doing so I can get the soap down in there. And just kind of putting the soap down in there. I'm just going to melt it in so it doesn't look so hard. All right, so there we go. And we'll put that in there and we'll clean up and we're all good. So there you go. There is our lemongrass. I'll bring lemongrass back. I'll grab it back so you can see both of them. These are brand new in the shop. Oh, those peaks. Perfect. Look at that. Peaks worked on that one. So we have dragon's blood and lemongrass in the shop. I don't think I have the dragon's blood in there, but I definitely have the lemongrass, and the lemongrass is ready to go. If you guys order it, I will ship it out the next day. Although these bars I'll cut them tomorrow or possibly later on tonight, depending on how fast they set up. And then I will, they'll be back on the website fairly quickly. And then I'll try and get this one photographed and up on the website also. So, all right, there you go. Oh, I apologize for the windedness. My asthma's really kicking in because of the smoke in our area. So because of the wildfires on eastern Washington, and we live here out in Roy, so we're closer to the mountain and we get hit a little bit harder than normal. So my lungs are really taking a hit today. So I'm trying to do things on the low. I'll be back later to make some essential oil blends, which are coming out this week at the vendor shows. So if you join me at the Yelm Farmers Market, I will be there this weekend. And you can pick up both of these soaps as well as all of the blends. And then I have, next on the agenda, I have cedarwood lavender we'll be making. And then I have one other one. I'm going to look around and see which next essential oil I want to do. I think I have jasmine in my bucket. I have a whole bunch on my chart. So now I can cross off a couple of my blends. I also have kids' bath bombs coming back up. They've been out. I've got my order is coming in today, so I'll make some bath bombs. I finally finalized the Pearl bath bombs, and I'm going to do a full demo on that one and show you that is the final bath bomb. I've got it figured out, so they will be coming out. And then just a whole bunch of new stuff coming up in the shop this year. So for the rest of the year, I will also start bringing out my holiday stuff. If you're at the vendor shows, I already have my holiday stuff out. It's there. So come and join me at the farmers market if you're local here in Roy, Washington. So anywhere in Washington state, just come on down and come on over to the Yelm Farmer Market and you can find me there. So thanks everybody for joining me. Sorry this is so long. Sorry for my windedness. Oh, I'm going to go take a break, go drink some water and rest, and try and come back later and do some more. So there you go. Thanks everybody. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Don't forget to share my videos. And don't forget to leave a comment down below or contact me directly if you have any questions. Thanks everybody for joining me. Bye. Good morning, everybody. This is Callie with Jemminz, and today we are cutting our 2 beautiful soaps that we made yesterday. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. I got a mixture of dragon's blood and lemongrass in here, and oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So both of these soaps I did get up on the website yesterday. I just have to rephotograph the dragon's blood since we changed it slightly, and the lemongrass since I went to a new not a new formula, but a new color mix. So I will get those new pictures up there, but it is available. So go ahead and go get it when you're ready. All right, so let's break this out of its mold. I'll turn the camera down so you can see what we're doing here. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful, well, there's the bar. It looks a little rough because we haven't cut it and we haven't taken it out. So I was just starting to unmold it this morning when I realized it's ready to cut. So we're gonna, you can't see me, but I'm going to break the seal here on the top, and it's nice. It's a good bar. Move these out of the way here. I'm going to pull both of them out and then we'll cut them. That would be the best thing to do. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this one out. Let's see if it's completely unsealed. Nope. Get it on the other side here. Sometimes they can be stubborn getting out of these. Ah, no, it popped right out. Oh. For whatever reason, it decided to seal itself on the other side. Okay, so there's bar 1. We're going to put this aside. And I'm just going to set that down there. And that is gorgeous. Look at that bar. It's got a little bit of soda ash on the top, but that's okay. That's normal sometimes with these bars. And the color is beautiful on this. It's going to darken up as it goes along because this fragrance oil I found had a little bit of vanilla in it when they made the fragrance oil. So, and fragrance, this, I wish I could find the dragon's blood in the essential oil, but they don't make it. So it's not easy to get. And I'm hoping that they look into dragon's blood a little more. And they find out that there might be some properties, healing properties in it. And maybe there is essential oil and I'm just not finding it. That is possible. I've had that happen before. Okay, there we go. And there's our second bar. And that popped right out. That's a beautiful bar. Okay, so we have 2 beautiful bars to cut this morning. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave them on this board. So I'm going to put this aside here real quick and take that out. And then we're going to bring our little thing in here. All right, so let's cut. I'm going to cut the lemongrass first because I want to get it solidified. And I'll clean it all up. We'll take all these little extra stuff off of there. All right, so let's see what we got bar-wise here. And we're just going to leave them on there. Okay, so there's lemongrass. Almost identical with the other lemongrass we had. These will sit on my counter for about a day. And then I will, feels like that moved. There you go. And then I will wrap them up and get them ready to go. And then they'll be sold. They'll be ready to sell tomorrow. So if you want to go on to the website and purchase them, you're welcome to. And then I'll just ship them out probably, what is today? Wednesday. I ship them out on Friday. So there we go. These are beautiful. I love the new formula of this soap. It's so nice. Okay, so, and next up on our agenda, I had a request to make vanilla essential oil soap. So we're going to do vanilla. And then I also have bringing back in my cedarwood lavender. Somebody smelled my cedarwood and lavender the last time and they absolutely loved it. So we're going to bring it back. A little bit of a twirl. Oh, cut the corner of that. That's okay. That happens. All right, these are turning out really nice. Only wish I had a little bit more white swirl in it. It's really pale in there, so I'll go back in and next time I make it, we'll add that extra little bit in there. See, there's just a little bit of a swirl. Not much, kind of here and there, but I love the color of this one. It represents lemongrass really well. And one more bar. There we go. And I have a little end for my testers. Now, just a little bit of piece of advice is when you get an end like this, don't throw them away. My customers absolutely love coming over to me because what I do is the person who buys my last bar of soap, I give this away to them as a surprise, and they don't always know it. So I'm just a little tip. You can also throw it in your like half price bin. Say, hey, there's this little soap for like $2 or something. Or I actually sell my giveaway bin for $4. So I have that on there. All right, I'm going to clean this up really quick, and we're going to take our next bar and we're going to cut it up. All right, so let's bring in our Dragon's Blood. Look at that beautiful soap. A little bit of soda ash on the top. I'm not worried about it. And you can see the color difference. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to find out what's going to happen when I cut this bar of soap. Because this bar of soap kind of did not work. Yeah, see it. Smell is phenomenal, though. It smells just like Dragon's Blood. But we had an issue trying to get it to mix in. So, yeah, see, it didn't mix in all the way. But that's okay. This soap set up so fast yesterday. I've never had a soap. Yeah, see, it didn't go all the way down in there. I never have had a soap accelerate so fast as this one did. Well, actually, I did my leather. See, it's a little bit in there. Now, like I said, as these go along, this soap will harden up really hard. And a little bit of swirl, not much. And it could be that the essential oil, or not the essential oil, but the soap itself was starting to. I blended it up too fast, too quick. So it looks like a little bat in there. All right, see it kind of sort of got in there, just not like I wanted it to, but it'll be good enough for now. I only have a few little swirls in there, and I found that people don't really care about the swirls. They just like the soap. They're like, oh my god, it smells just like Dragon's Blood. That's going to sell really well in my shop. All right, so I'm just going to continue to cut these as we have some beautiful little bit of streaking there, here and there. There we go. And can I get one more bar out of this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is a pretty thick bar. Let me see if I can cut a sliver of this off. Okay, cool. And that happens sometimes in these bars, is they do get there's the end. And then here I have my sampler bar. So I can wrap these up and people won't be able to touch them. And then so what I do, just so you know, is I've got a picture of it on my website, but I'll have to try and do a wrapping session with you. But what I do is I take this bar and I leave it. I wrap it up just like my other bars, and then I leave it out so people can use the end pieces, so people aren't touching the actual product here. So this is my good bar, and this is my sampler bar, and this sampler bar, the one that I'm shaking here, is the one that customers will be able to pick up and smell and touch, but they can actually see the bars. So I'll have to do a session on that and show you guys how I do that. But my customers absolutely love picking up those bars and smelling them, and that's how they get the sales. In fact, it's really funny too, because I had several people look at me and go, oh, well, I don't want that bar. And I was like, well, how about if you pick it up and you smell it? And they pick it up and they smell it, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that soap. So leave a sampler out for your customers to smell, or leave something for them to be able to smell the soap, because 9 times out of 10 my sales come from people smelling my soaps, and that's why I have these little testers. Now we're out of COVID, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I always recommend that people, you know, they keep it away from their nose so they're not touching their nose and putting bacteria on there. So that's the way I do it. All right, so these are our 2 soaps. Let me turn the camera back down for just a second so you can see. Those are those beautiful soaps. Oh, my camera turned a little weird. It got wonky there. And it's just going to keep turning, so that's okay. All right, so there's our soap. So this is Dragon's Blood on this side and Lemongrass on the other side. And next up we have vanilla and we have cedarwood lavender. I'm going to try and make those maybe tomorrow. I don't think I'll make them today, but we'll get them done this week for you guys. So the lavender cedar wood will come back up, and then lavender or vanilla, excuse me, is a request for a customer. So we're going to make that soap for her, and we're going to get that out there. And then I also am going to start bringing out a couple of my holiday soaps, although my holiday soaps from last year are still available. So we're selling those out, and if I can get enough sold prior to my selling season, and I mean the beginning of October 1st, then I'll bring out some more. But I have quite a few bit of stock left for the fall and or fall, winter, and then Christmas. So we're going to get those sold out. And also I'm going to do a demo, but I found a little mold. And I'll pull it out here and you guys can see this, because I've got some specialty soaps coming out. But I found this little tiny mold. It's a little square one. I wish it was tall, to be honest, but this is half size. And if you're not sure about a scent that you guys want, use this type of a mold, a small half mold, and then bring the scent, make a small loaf, bring that out. And if it sells really well, then bring a full loaf in and let them know that you're going to be going to the taller soaps or whatever soap molds you have. I happen to be going to the taller soaps because my customers like it easier. It's easier on their hands, especially the especially the women, and some of the young teens, they like the taller bars. So that's a little tip that I have. And I have a couple, I have some specialty soaps I'm going to be bringing out for the men and women both. For the holidays, I have some new scents that we're going to be making, and I'm just going to bring out a couple of bars of them. I think this one will fit. I think I measured. I'll put these in here and I'll show you. I think these do like half amount. So what? They do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, which is perfect. I'll show you that right here, how I measured that. So see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars in here plus an end if I pull this all the way down. So I have a good size end, which will fit like here. I don't want to put that in there. Maybe this one will go in. Yeah, see, and an end. So it works really good for me. And so I'll be bringing out that for my specialty soaps coming out this fall. I have 3 really great little scents. And then I have some other ones too that are specifically for men, women, and then I got a nature one and one that is filled with spices, and it's amazing. I love these scents. So those just some smaller bars that we're going to be bringing out. It's about 1/3 of what I normally make, and that's really good. And that's really good, like I said, for using as a tester. So, all right, there you go. I'm going to get off of this and get some stuff done. Put that away later. I have it all put together of what I'm doing here soon. Just got a big bucket of, you can see, coconut oil back in, so we have a whole bunch of soaps we're going to be making. And then to help bring out my essential oil line, I just got my mango butter in. I have a ton of shea butter and the other ingredients, so we're good there. So we have a lot of soap we're going to be making this fall, so keep a watch on the YouTube channel for that. And then also my essential oil lines are starting to come out. I'm going to be introducing the essential oil blends, which I now have out, are available. I'll try and put them up on the website here next week. I'm still trying to get some formulas done. So I'm trying to, I'm halfway done making my line, and then I'm going to do the other half next week. So, because it's a lot of work to get it done. So we've got those coming. All right, you guys. Oh, what a good day. We've been a really busy, let's see. Well, today's Tuesday. I did about 60 formulas yesterday, bottled them up and got them done, and I did 2 bars of soap. So it's been a busy week, and it's only a Tuesday, so that shows you how my week is going to be this week. I have a lot going on. All right, so, and then I have to get some price sheets done and calculated and all that. So I have a whole lot of work I have to get done this weekend, or this week, and we're getting there. 2 more soaps, maybe 3. I'll see if I can slide in 1 more soap. There's another soap I want to make, so we'll get that in too. So anyway, there you go. If you have any questions or comments, please do so down below, or contact me through the website directly at shopify.com, or excuse me, at Jemminz.com. My soaps are available, including these soaps are available to order today. So please go on and do that. And then I have a whole lot more coming out. We're switching over from the fragrance oil to the essential oils. So some of those fragrant oil scents will be going away. So if you see a fragrance, if you see a soap that's on my website now, go get it. Do not wait. The essential oil lines will be in stock all the time now, so don't have to rush to get those, but my fragrance oil soaps are going away. And the more fragrance oils the more of the fragrance oil soaps that you want, the more I will bring them back out. I have a couple scents that I haven't sold any of, so those will be discontinued. And there's a couple other scents that I can't get anymore, so those will be also discontinued. So there you have it. All good. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, and don't forget to share my videos with others. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.